Welcome to Stories from the Center of the Universe, the podcast about the human experience.
All right, we just went through week 11. Looking forward to week 12 predictions and the actual games. I think for the Bucs, Zach, we're getting maybe Bucky back and Godwin, or maybe neither one of them. I guess it depends, but we'll talk about that in a little more detail here in a couple minutes. So we had the over-under of 3.5. Was that the over-under, 3.5?
2.5, I thought.
No, it was 2.5 2 times ago, and last time.
That's right.
And this is non-perishable items that Zach has added to his apartment since last 2 Tuesdays ago. And so Zach, did the over or under hit?
The over.
The over hit?
But this should be the last time we do it because
Yeah, you're
I
done.
don't think I'm getting much else.
Yeah, you've essentially acquired all your tier 1 priorities items for the apartment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe onesie twosies kind of thing. But yeah, cool. All right, so I'm glad you're there. Zach also just got off of 3 12-hour night shift nights, and then he just started 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. So
Well, I had a 3-day break. It wasn't that
fair,
bad.
no, fair enough, but still, it's not fun adjusting like that. Rob's got some experience working overnights, but Rob, not bouncing between nights, then days, then nights, then days.
When I did that, it was only 8-hour shifts. So yeah, when I did permanent mids, it was 10-hour shifts. But yeah, the bounce back and forth it's a young man's game. So good luck, Zach. But I couldn't do it anymore nowadays. I know that. So.
All right on. I have a really bad feeling that my predictions were horrible this week, like they've been most weeks. I haven't had a good week since week 1, actually. But Zach, give us the rundown.
You and Rob tied for third with 7. I had 9 and Jack had 10.
Wow.
Out of 15.
So Rob and I were under 500.
Below 500. That's not good.
Yeah, I'd like to blame it on going fourth in some obvious lopsided games, but I don't think it's that. I think I just don't know what I'm talking about.
By the way, this was the first time you picked Kansas City dead, and they lost.
Good. I'll take that trade off every time. In fact, I may pick them the rest of the way to win.
All right.
All right. Where do y'all want to go first? Are the Patriots for real? And I don't know what the answer is, because beating Tampa 2 weeks ago is not proof of anything. I mean, I don't know if y'all watched any of the Bills-Bucks game. I have a lot to say about that game, so maybe we won't start there. But the Patriots, I don't know what to make of them. They're not a paper tiger, but I also don't think they're the most amazing team ever. But Drake May, I'd love to see some evidence that I'm pretty sure he was built in a laboratory. He's the smoothest quarterback since Rodgers was 26, 27.
Yeah, I think Robert Kraft cloned Tom Brady like 23 years ago, and now he's here.
And gave him a different face.
Yeah. And you got the whole. What do you think,
similar.
Why do you think Belichick's coaching in North Carolina?
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
the trade-off.
Nice.
Like Belichick, you retire, we'll draft Drake May, but you got to go coach at North Carolina. That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird connections. Can you imagine being a Jets or Dolphins fan and watching the Patriots basically take 5 years off when Brady came to Tampa, and then May in his second year is ridiculous?
Yeah.
I don't think Jets fans have watched football in the last 20 years.
Well, I've seen some videos where a kid, like 16, 17-year-old kid, goes, you still a Jets fan, huh? He goes, yeah, because I have to be, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Good times. All right. I should have even talked about the Patriots-Jets game. The Pats killed them, not shockingly. Dolphins have won 2 in a row. That's interesting to me. Packers barely beat the Giants. If you have comments about any of these games, please let me know. But actually, last week is a pretty boring week. Texans-Titans. The Titans almost beat the Texans, and they were winning for a good chunk of that game.
Yeah.
Panthers Falcons was maybe the most unwatchable game of the whole weekend.
I thought it was awesome.
Why did you think it was awesome?
A Bryce Young breakout game. I don't hate the Panthers. I like Bryce Young.
Yeah, well, you kind of dislike them because they're in second place, and we're only a half game ahead of them. Right now.
But they've been bad for so long that I haven't really. It hasn't entered my conscious that they're a threat. I guess it will in a couple of years if they turn it around. But
yeah, no, I get you. All right, a game that I do want to talk a little bit about, and I didn't watch a lot of it, but I did see the highlights. Bears beating the Vikings, and I think it was another comeback, right? His last second field goal.
Yep, again.
How are the Bears in first place? Who saw that coming after week 11?
Not this guy. I know that.
Nobody. They're doing the opposite of what they did last year, which was they're actually winning one-score games.
Yes, agreed. Yep.
You think that's Ben Johnson, or you think it's just?
I think it's a good dose of Caleb maturing a little bit as a player, and I think Ben Johnson has a ton to do with it.
Yeah.
I think it's leadership, and then that's a great point, Gilly. It's like, and you just listen to the announcers who, some of them, make stupid comments, but they really do know the game, and they talked about that a little bit about how he's really starting to mature a little bit, So I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack, any thoughts on that game or the Bears?
I think the Bears are just better this year. I think that they have more experience all around. I'll be curious to see how it goes down the rest of the year. I mean, they haven't really played that many great teams, I'd say. I mean, the Vikings defense is good, but I'm not a JJ McCarthy believer. I think it's just rough. And I know that it's his first year starting. So it's just going to take some time for him to get moving on it too.
I mean, he's been a Viking for one season and 10 games. And I think this is his third full game.
Yeah, he got hurt. He was hurt all last year. He got hurt, I think, the second game of the year after they beat Chicago the first game of the season.
Yeah.
And he was out for 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, he's been out for most of this season. All right, Bears are a shock. I don't trust the Bears enough to say that they're going to go deep into the playoffs, but it looks like they're either going to win the division or get a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Unless they completely fall apart.
But whoever would have, again, like you said, whoever would have thought the Bears would be ahead of the Lions,
or the rest of that division, anybody in that division.
True.
I thought they would have been in last.
You guys know who the Bears play this week?
No,
the Steelers.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. All right, I don't know what happened in this game, but the Jaguars beating the Chargers 35-6. Does anybody know the story there?
I didn't think it was going to be a close game, so I didn't watch it.
But you thought it was going to go the other way?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Jacksonville at all, or at least I didn't before last week.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I didn't get to watch. I didn't see any of it. I remember being completely like, what the heck is that score? Like, I was totally and utterly surprised.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. I know he's missing both of his offensive tackles, but I mean, how do you only score 6 points against the Jaguars, and how do you give up 5 touchdowns?
Yeah,
like that. It's a very un-Harbaugh like thing. You would expect Harbaugh to at least keep games close, almost regardless of who the opponent is. All right, the next game I have on my phone, I'm going to skip and come back to. It's the Bills-Bucks. Y'all want to talk about the Bengals Steelers, or is there not much to talk about there?
Rodgers got hurt, but outside of that, our defense played very well. Our offense didn't do much. I mean, we had 2 defensive touchdowns, but I mean, just playing better.
Who's the backup?
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
he's still there.
Yeah,
well, he came back. Remember, he was there. He left, and then he came back. And he actually played really well. I don't know if I'll ever be a fan of his, but I saw something on social media about him and Rodgers going back and forth, and they were calling each other troll, and they were Rodgers was, or one, I think Mason said it was like the best quarterback room he's ever been in or something like that. So they apparently are supporting each other, and I don't know do you know Rodgers' status, Jack?
I mean, it's not broken. He doesn't need surgery. But in my opinion, I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, I think that there's absolutely no way that he does not play this weekend. I think he will play this weekend because, I mean, Chicago's his second home as many times as he's won there.
Right. It's a good call.
So I just think that he's playing without a doubt.
But I don't know if you heard me. What did he break? Do you know?
It was something in his wrist.
His
Or it's
left
over.
wrist, obviously.
Yeah, it's not his throwing hand.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they can tape him up.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Was it wrist or was it more like mid forearm?
I was reading wrist.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the same guy who.
If he doesn't play, I would much rather them play Will Howard just to see what he's made of. Like, I mean, if we lose a game, we lose a game. But I'd rather them play Will Howard, see if we got a steal in the 6th round, and then move on with our lives before we draft another QB for no reason.
Which is all the draft boards I'm seeing, which is what we're counting on doing right now. Everybody's saying we're going to get the kid from Oregon is going to last till us or something like that. But Zach, I know I'm with you, Jack.
Would you want to be anywhere near Jack and Rob if Ohio State, like 2 years from now, goes undefeated, wins the national championship, and then Steelers win the Super Bowl in the same season with Will Howard at quarterback? I don't think we could be around him.
I don't know. That'd be pretty cool, though, if that happened to us. And it might with Franklin. I'm just saying.
That's right. I know. Dude, I'm stoked about that. One thing I want to just point about the Steelers game is big Mr. Washington. I'm sure y'all have seen that highlight.
Yeah.
That dude is a beast.
He won't tell people how much he weighs.
He
will. He will. I saw a clip. He's listed at 260 something. He's actually 310.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being 310 and being able to run like that? It's like an athleticism I can't even fathom. It's crazy.
He's a running 6-story building. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Right.
Completely ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't realize Howard was one of the QBs for the Steelers. That's awesome. The Cardinals still stink. I don't know how the Rams-Seahawks game was so close because I think didn't Darnold throw like 19 interceptions in that game?
Yeah,
something
he threw 4.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot of like 3+ interception games, but he's a gunslinger. He tries to fit balls in places that he probably shouldn't try to fit them in.
He's he's a lesser version of AKA Favre.
Right. Yeah, not quite as flamboyant as Favre was.
True.
Or as wild. The Chiefs lose to the Broncos. I love the Chiefs losing, but I also hate Sean Payton winning. Do y'all think the Broncos are for real? Jack, you go first, and then we'll go to Rob, then Zach.
I think that the Chiefs had every chance to win that game. I think come playoffs, the Broncos might be healthy. I just don't see them with the ability to go to the Super Bowl this year. I don't think that the offense is that great because they always fall behind and then they're playing behind throughout the entire second half. Like the Giants game, they should have never won. And then they did it like the week after. They did it against the Eagles. It's not really setting itself up for success when it comes to the playoffs and you have the top 7 teams in your like in the AFC or the NFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm with you. And Paul, you kind of related to it earlier about the Bears. I mean, the Denver's like the Bears. They're the AFC and the NFC comeback kids this year. And I'm just not sure that, like Jack said, when it comes playoff time, it's a different aura, you know. And I'm not sure you can. I just don't think you can rely on that to happen in the playoffs like they've been doing the regular season. And I agree with Jack. I mean, I think their offense is inconsistent. So. Solid defense, but their offense is inconsistent. So,
Zach,
I think it just comes down to experience. I think the AFC just has too many perennial playoff teams that make the playoffs every single year, like the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, and so on. And I think that really matters, especially in the playoffs. And Denver's a good team. They're 8-2 right now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they're an AFC championship team yet.
I agree.
You don't think they make it to the Super Bowl, but they might make it to the AFC Championship game. But I would say that's
maybe. Yeah.
I would say that's unlikely. Bo Nix. I mean, how many second-year quarterbacks have ever played in a Super Bowl? I mean, it's happened before, but it's pretty unusual.
Wasn't Burrow a second-year quarterback?
Yeah, he was.
Dan Marino.
Yeah, Marino. And
I think it's only like 3 all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Burrow was like the 3rd all time because they were like really harping on that stat during that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, transitioning awkwardly to the Bucs. Let's just do this now. Anything to talk about with the Cowboys Raiders? I mean, what? I didn't watch any of it because I assumed it was unwatchable. The Eagles beating the Lions 16-9. I guess let's talk about that. Did anybody see the game? Or at least highlights?
Not a lot.
I mean, 16-9 is a pretty boring score.
Yeah.
I mean, was there one touchdown in the entire game?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think one.
Say again, Jack.
I think it was just one. I think Devontae Smith was the only touchdown scored the whole game.
Is the Eagles, is their defense so good that they can hold the Lions to single digits?
They are way better. And Dan Campbell went for it on 4th and goal multiple times, at least 2 or 3 times, and came away with nothing. I think the Lions went 0 for 6 on 4th down.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And Dan Campbell's a gambler, but he was a freaking zealot the other night. He was crazy.
I think the Eagles have the cheapest defense in the league. I think they're for sure bottom 5.
Yeah, they have a lot of players on their draft day contract still.
Yeah.
So it'll be curious to see how that works out. But yeah, if the Lions take the points there, they have a much better chance in that game. And the referee at the end of the game needs to be investigated because that was the worst call that I've ever seen in my entire life for defensive pass interference.
On Branch?
No, it was on Yarrock Center, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It was by far the worst call I've ever seen. At least this year, probably within the last 5 years. Like, there is absolutely no way that was defensive pass interference.
Yeah, he barely touched him.
Yeah, you want to hear fun facts? Anybody else have fun facts, by the way? Start thinking of them if you do. I heard a rumor, or maybe this is actually true, that the NFL asked Taylor Swift to sing at halftime. She said no, and then the NFL said, great, we're going to be all about the Bills now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen Josh Allen on my TV every 15 minutes.
Why don't they get Josh Allen's wife to sing? She can sing just as good as Taylor.
Right? I mean, married to an actress. Why not?
Yeah. She's been she's been on 2 Pitch Perfects. So
I think the NFL's made the switch because Taylor turned him down.
Good.
I actually don't believe that, but it's a hilarious rumor. All right. Sorry to Rob and Jack. I'm going to talk way too much about the Bucs, but before I go on any rants, Zach, your thoughts?
I have 0.
You have 0 thoughts?
I have 0 thoughts.
It was so
I wiped it from my memory. I don't even know what you're talking about.
All right, well then you can mute me or do whatever, but I'm going to – the punt team did pretty well, but it was overshadowed by the worst kickoff team. I remember at any level, high school, college, or NFL, we gave up 4 40-plus yard returns. That doesn't happen.
How do you do that? How do you do that with a new setup? That's impossible.
It's impossible.
Anything's possible in Tampa.
Every time they return it more than 40 yards, I just had flashbacks of the Alabama-Auburn game when Davis returned it from 9 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah, 109.
All these giant linemen had 0 chance of tackling him. That's what our kickoff team looks like. It's crazy. It's the worst special teams, at least from a kickoff perspective, that Tampa's ever had, and they've had some bad kickoff teams. I mean, we have to be bottom. I don't know if that's true statistically, but to my eye, they looked pathetic. They gave up 230 yards total on kickoffs. Think about that. That's insanity.
That's crazy.
3 times, a quarterback has run for 3+ touchdowns in a game and thrown for 3+. It's only happened 3 times in the NFL. Josh Allen did it twice, and the second time was against the Bucs.
And do you know who the other one is?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's Otto Graham.
Wow. That's
Pretty
going
sure.
back.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then, Zach, you had shared this with me, and I'd heard this on online a couple times. We actually had rushed 3. And I saw us only rush 3. I'm like, what are we doing? We're not going to get to Josh Allen. He's going to dance around and make some crazy throw 8 seconds after the snap. And he did. And then when you look closer at that Shavers touchdown, our defensive end, I'm sure they're listed as outside linebackers, but they're really defensive ends. Diaby and Nelson were 30 yards downfield on that play because they were supposed to cover Cook and Shavers. What? What? We didn't blitz. We got burned on that 52-yard screen pass right in the first half. Bowles decided to stop blitzing. We had 0 sacks. I don't know what the average is for us, but we're usually good for 2 or 3 a game. We didn't even try to sack him. And when we did blitz him, he threw an interception, and we got the ball on their 7-yard line. Oh, yeah, that worked too well. Let's not do that anymore. I think Todd Bowles actually, like, his brain was at 50% capacity or something. It was just the worst game. We couldn't tackle anybody. 7.8 offensive yards per play. The average is 5.7 in the league this year. We went 2 whole yards past the average.
I do remember thinking about that when I was watching. I watched most of the game, and I do remember thinking about y'all's tackling. It's like they are having a really, really bad day.
I mean, look, you've heard me talk about injuries for the Bucs. We did lose our best cornerback in late first quarter. We lost another DB that was having a pretty good game right before he got hurt. But that doesn't excuse McCollum for not showing up at all. He has 0 interceptions this year. He's our other starting cornerback. Winfield, I didn't see him do anything, and that's unlike him because he's a very good safety. And we just it seemed like it was either scripted, like they were supposed to win, and Tampa Bay was in on it, and like, hey, let's make it close. Let's have 9 lead changes, but hey, the Bills are supposed to win, and but don't make it look too obvious, Tampa Bay. Well, they almost made it look like there was a fix on it. I don't believe that, but something happened. Like they just were not into the game, or at least not in the last, I don't know, quarter and a half. All right, I'll shut up and I'll move on. Do you have any thoughts, Zach, or do you really just want to forget about it?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Jack and Rob. Are we giving up on the Bucs after that latest display?
No,
Definitely not.
no.
Jack shaking his head.
We might feel like it after this upcoming week, but
We're going to lose to the Rams in LA.
Yeah,
But our strength of schedule after LA, I mean, it's not hard at all. But I will give up on the Bucs if we lose to any of our division rivals. If we lose,
that would be bad.
I'm done. I'm done with them
Yeah,
for the season. I'm still loyal. I'll be back next season, but I will have officially given up on them if we lose to any of those teams. All right, Jack, do you have a bet in mind or
Yeah.
a parlay?
I got it built out. Let me pull it up.
Cool. And then Zach will run through the Week 12 games. And by the way, while Jack's pulling it up, Zach, do we expect Bucky or Chris Godwin to come back?
I've heard conflicting on both.
I've heard
So
weeks 12 or 13 for both of them.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Yeah. Oh, Rob, while you were switching from devices one to the other, I asked Jack and Zach if they thought we should put this on YouTube because we're all so good looking.
3 out of 4 ain't bad. I'm not sure you want to put me on there, but go for it.
Rob, if I were you, I would have gone 3 out of 4 and said it was me.
Well, you're ruggedly. We already know you're ruggedly handsome. So
Yeah, you know why I'm ruggedly handsome? Because I say it all the time.
that's right. Damn right. It's all about belief, baby.
All right, Jack, what do you got?
All right, I got Woody Marks, 40-plus rushing yards. He's taking over the starting role, so I thought that it was a good bet. Nico Collins, 4+ receptions. He's averaging 8 with whatever their QB is. Bills money line. I think that they're about to go on a heater probably, although I still don't believe in their defense. Khalil Shakur, 20+ yards. Josh Allen 150 plus passing yards, and then for him to throw 1 touchdown.
And fun reminder for me, we're recording this 45 minutes before the game starts, and I may not get this out before the game starts. It might actually go out tomorrow morning, so it's at least good for us.
Yeah.
All right, you gave us those 3, and you can text us the other 3.
He just gave the whole one.
I gave the whole thing because the game starts in 45
I
minutes.
got you. Sorry, I heard 6, and I just assumed 3 because that's what we had been doing.
You're all good.
All right, Zach, hit us with the games. And who starts this week? Is it Jack?
No, I started last week.
All right, so it's Rob.
Yep.
Buffalo, Houston, at Houston.
Bills.
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 I had good eats last week, and this one's not off to a good start.
No, that's not a good one for you.
All right, Jets at Baltimore.
Baltimore. Let's just go with Rob's eating this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob's.
I'm excited about that one. God bless America.
Pittsburgh at Chicago.
Ooh, and this starts with Zach.
They're
not going to be offended, Zach.
No, I know, but it is a tough pick. But I think because I know Rodgers wants to play, but because it's up in the air, I'm going to go for Chicago.
It's at Chicago.
Yeah.
It's at Chicago.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I got Pittsburgh.
This is a coin flip for me.
It's all good, dude. We still love you.
I'm going to go Chicago.
2-2. New England at Cincinnati.
Who starts?
Is it
Rob,
me?
I think.
It's Jack. No, I think it's Jack. I think.
I'm going to take New England.
Okay.
Jamar's out. Even if Burrow plays, I'm taking New England.
Yeah, I think we're all taking New England, and that means Zach, you eat.
I get Cincy.
Cincy.
It's fun. Giants at Detroit.
Rob, Zach, and I say Detroit, and you eat.
Yep.
That was Zach.
All right, Minnesota at Green Bay.
That's me
It's you.
starting.
Yep.
Minnesota.
Wow.
You're welcome, Rob.
I'll go Green Bay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in either team, but I'm taking Green Bay because it's at home.
Yeah, by the way, that pick for me, taking Minnesota, is why I have roughly a 500 average picking it.
I'll go Packers.
All right. Indianapolis, Kansas City at KC.
It's me.
I think it's Zach.
I think it's me.
Sorry.
I'm going to take Kansas City.
I'll also follow suit with Kansas City.
Indy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Colts are just one dimensional. I think if you shut
Yeah.
down Jonathan Taylor, I mean that's what the Steelers did, and we beat them. I'm not a Daniel Jones believer. I think he can be fine, but I think it's all Jonathan Taylor right now.
I'm going to go Kansas City for 2 reasons. 1, I think they're going to win. And 2, if they lose and I miss this pick, so what? I still win.
You got me as Indy, right, Zach?
I did.
Yeah.
Seattle at Tennessee.
Seattle.
Yeah, this
Seattle.
This is Zach eating. Let's see.
Maybe the most lopsided game this week. All right. Jacksonville at Arizona.
Jacksonville.
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 Not a fun eat there. Maybe the
No, but it's probably one of the best ones I've gotten so far. Better than the Giants because Jacksonville's up and down.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cleveland at Vegas.
What a
Oh
game.
gosh.
It's Shador's first start.
Next year, I'm going to start a petition. Said whenever the Raiders and Browns play each other or scheduled to play each other, and you're this late in the season, you just don't play the game. Give them an extra bye week. Call it a tie. Give them an extra bye week. Wow. I'm going to go Browns. At least they have a good defense. I don't think the Raiders do anything well.
I'm going to go Vegas.
I'm predicting Myles Garrett to get another 4 sacks and then lose for the 3rd time this year, so I'm going to go Vegas.
Wow.
He's the only player to ever do it.
It's crazy.
I'm going Vegas.
Am I missing something about Vegas?
No, they're awful. This is just a coin flip.
Okay.
I do think they've had a tough schedule, though. But I don't know. Philly at Dallas.
This is you, Zach.
Oh, yeah, it is. Philly.
I'm going to take Dallas.
Taking Dallas.
I'm going to take Philly.
2-2 again. Atlanta at New Orleans. Game of the week.
This is another who cares game.
I got to go Atlanta, even with Kirk Cousins.
I'm going Falcons.
I'm going to go New Orleans.
I'm also going to go New Orleans. Tampa at LA Rams.
Is it me?
Yep.
I believe so.
Tampa.
Wow.
Zach, I'm going away from the heart thing. The Rams, I think, may be the best team in football, given how Tampa played on the road last week. There's no way the Rams don't win this game. There's
You know what the spread
no
is?
72.
Close. 7, which is bad. But
Yeah, whenever it's a touchdown or greater, it's not a good thing.
it's not going to be close. Probably.
But
That's
you're
right.
going Tampa.
Buccaneers are going to whip their ass.
Right.
We're going to get
I have a
smoked, but
feeling.
I'm going Tampa.
I'll go Rams.
Who'd you go, Dad?
LA, man.
Oh, okay.
I told you I was going away from the heart pick.
I needed to hear it. Confirmation. All right. Carolina at San Fran.
San Fran all day.
Monday night. All right. I'm also going. I'll go San Fran.
Yeah, I'll go San Fran.
I mean, Zach, we need San Fran to win.
Yeah. We do play Carolina twice this year, so it's really just down to those 2 games, unless somehow the deficit becomes more than 2. But
Hey,
Yeah.
here's a fun question. I was trying to confirm that we stopped blitzing after like midway through the second quarter against the Bills, and it's not an official stat, I don't think, is it? Because I
not
guess
one
you
you
could
can find
argue,
it.
Percentage.
yeah, if you bring somebody from the second level to the quarterback, that's a blitz, right? Second level or
anytime
third
you
level.
send more than 4, but I don't
Okay,
know.
so why isn't that a stat?
It probably is. Somebody probably keeps track of it, but you got to pay for it or something like that.
Yeah,
Like PFF probably has a database filled with that sort of thing.
I got you.
I don't know though.
Rob, you normally have fun facts for us. You got nothing today?
I got nothing today, dude. I've been working 14 hours a day. I just haven't had time to myself this week. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
I will say I did confirm that Otto Graham is the only other player to do that, and he did it in the 1954 the championship.
So the guy who did it two out of the 3 times it's ever happened was not actively recruited by any college in this country. After he reached out to almost all of them.
And it was 70 years after the first guy did it. And he's done it in back-to-back years. It was last year and then last week.
All right, we don't normally do this, but let's talk about James Franklin coming to Tech. I think everybody's excited, right, in Blacksburg.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you
Top
think he
12,
wins?
usually top 12 recruiter. I don't want to steal any Jack's thunder. He's got a couple of cool things. You say what you want to say, Jack, and if you don't say what I think you're going to say, I'll say it. But
Jack, you got a couple cool things about Franklin?
I mean, I don't really know what my dad's talking about. I've probably said it, but we'll see if I go over it. I think it is a wonderful hire. I think it's a home run hire. Everyone wants to talk about his record against top 10 teams. Well, he only played like Michigan and Ohio State during those whatever years. So I don't really think it's a top 10 thing. I think it's an Ohio State Michigan thing. I mean, both of those teams also have won the last 2 national championships. I think it's rough. He was playing for a Big Ten championship just last year. I mean, he's one one overtime pass away from their season not crumbling and him still having a job at Penn State, quite honestly. I mean, Oregon did that, and then I think that the team just got deflated. There's a bunch of decommitments going on with Penn State right now, and there's probably 30 recruits coming to the game this weekend alone. So I think he's already hit the ground running. He said that he's called every prospect or every high school athlete for Tech that they've been recruiting, and he's called like all the top players in Virginia. So I think that he's already off to a great start. I don't think he's going to win a crazy amount in his first year. He might go 10-2. I think we play like Miami and then one other team that's currently ranked right now, if that. But I'm not going to sit here and act like the ACC is this like great division. It's 4 teams, and Duke had the highest chance to go to the ACC championship, and they were projected to go 8-4. So I'm not going to sit here like UVA. I think it's a one-off year. They're doing good stuff, but I don't think that they're going to be able to compete, especially with $50 million going to the NIL budget every year for the next 4 years. I think James Franklin's going to be able to have a lot of resources around that and do a great job in Blacksburg.
Yeah, as the only UVA fan here, and I also am a fan of Tech because of Zach, UVA will hibernate for another 15 years after this season, and then they'll come back in 2040.
Yeah, the 2 things I were going to say was the one right there, Jax. I think the ACC is ripe for the taking right now, and he's a top 12 recruiter every single year. And then the other thing, Jack kind of related to it, is he basically, I saw the landing in Blacksburg on the private jet, and then apparently later that day he was already making calls and recruiting. So I think Penn State is stupid as crap for getting rid of him, and I'm with Jack. I think it's a great hire, along with the fact that Tech is infusing money into their program. And I really like Pry, and I wanted him to do well. And I just don't think. I mean, I think a couple of things probably happened, obviously, but I think a big part of him is he just didn't have the resources. And they're going to give Franklin the resources, and Franklin is already an extremely established winning coach. So I'm stoked.
Yeah, well, and look, a couple things. I didn't realize Pry and Franklin had known each other for 30 years.
Yeah, well, and they
Pry's,
coached together.
Pry's dad was Franklin's offensive coordinator in college.
Right. Yeah.
And
Pry came. It's interesting that it's 2 in a row from Penn State, for Tech. So because Pry came from Penn State as the DC. So
right. Well, the co-DC with Poindexter from UVA.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to say is Tech's going to have 2 of the coolest things run onto the field when they're at home every week. Inner Sandman, obviously, iconic stuff. But you're going to have Key and Peele imitate Franklin running onto the field. I mean, can you imagine? You go to a game, you get to see Key and Inner Sandman. It's going to be nuts. And if James Franklin or somebody in Blacksburg doesn't figure out how to get Key to at least 2 or 3 home games, they're crazy.
Yep. Yeah, they need to take advantage of that.
Yeah, the first time he did that, it actually nobody figured it out except people that were on the field. They thought it was actually Franklin. It's amazing. All right, that's Zach, what time do you have to wake up tomorrow?
4.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that, Jack? You gonna be in solidarity with your friend?
And get up at 4? No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
I'm waking up at 6. Rob, what time do you wake up?
Tomorrow's my flex day, so I'll probably be a late one at 7:15ish, maybe something like that.
And Jack, you work late when you go in, right? So you kind of wake up later.
Yeah, I mean, I work from like 4 to midnight, and then I'll be up a couple of extra hours after, so I can like eat and stuff like that. I used to go to the gym after I work, but I've kind of adjusted my schedule a little bit better to just go beforehand. So, and then like tomorrow night, I'll get off at like 3 a.m. So,
Oof, brutal. All right. Well, Zach, good luck. No over-unders for the non-perishable items in the apartment. We'll have to figure something else out. It doesn't have to be Zach. It can be any of the four of us to do an over-under on something, but we'll think about it between now and next week. And once we get off here, I'll try to get this out to the world so all 12 to 15 listeners can check it out. Do you want me to put this on YouTube?
It's 27-32.
Maybe. Do you want me to put this on YouTube? Yes.
If you
I
want.
don't care.
that works.
Doesn't bother me.
I want to, Zach. It's just
Go
more
for it.
stuff for me to do on my laptop. All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. You too.
All right, dude. See you.
Later.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Yep, see y'all. Bye.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts. We'd also really appreciate if you'd rate and review us. You can find us at scodupodcast.com.